Start off by talking about the personal records.
All right, the personal records that I have with me today are going to be, let's see what we have here. I have a CFI book here, and the personal records that you're looking for is my identification. I have that here. I also have my pilot certificate here.
Okay.
I have my medical certificate on this page here. And I have the completed FAA Form 8710, 8711 Airman Certificate and or rating application.
Okay.
I have my FAA knowledge report for exam number 1, and I have my fundamentals of instruction. That was my second exam, which is exam number 2, which I have here also. I have my logbook here with my endorsement from my CFI. And I have your $600 that cash. All right.
Okay, then moving on to, can you talk to me about acceptable aircraft documents?
All right. First up is I have your special airworthiness certificate here. Next, I have your registration certificate for the plane that we'll be flying in today.
Okay.
I also have the logbook from the mechanic over here, and I have the POH, which is here for the Bristol aircraft.
Perfect. Moving on to personal equipment, can you show me your personal equipment that you have for today?
All right, first of all, I think that it will need a sectional chart. So I have a sectional chart ready to go. I have my E6B. I also have a flight plan form, so we can plan a flight today, just here.
Okay.
I have the logs. I have the current FAR aim for the year. And let's see, what else would you need? I have a current handy dandy airport facility directory.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all that I have for you right now.
What about the computer and plotter?
That's the E6B.
Okay. Moving on from there, can you tell me a little bit about the origin of the aircraft that we're going to be flying in today?
Yeah, this particular aircraft is a Bristol light sport aircraft. It was built in the Czech Republic. It's a model NG5.
Okay. Can you tell me the approximate fuel burn rate?
The fuel, excuse me?
The fuel burn rate, the approximate.
It burns approximately 5 gallons per hour at 5,000 RPMs.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the carburetors? What kind of carburetors it has?
It has the engine has 2 carburetors inside this engine, which are I would say there's no mixture control required in this particular aircraft.
Okay. What kind of Fowler flaps does this aircraft have?
Well, on this particular aircraft, it has like two types of wings. There's the Bristell that came in a short wing, and there's also the Bristell that came in a long wing. So there's a short wing and a long wing, and today we'll be flying in a short wing.
Okay. What is the approximate gross weight of the aircraft?
Gross weight of the aircraft is 1,320 pounds.
Okay. And what's the maximum takeoff weight?
The maximum takeoff weight is 1,320 pounds.
Okay. Where is the datum located on this aircraft?
Datum is located on the leading edge of the wing at rib number 4.
Can you tell me what the fuel capacity is in this aircraft?
The fuel capacity in this aircraft, each wing holds about 15.3 gallons. So it's going to be about 31, let's say 15.8, so about 31.6 gallons of total fuel can be placed inside the aircraft.
Okay. How many fuel drains are on this aircraft?
So you can find three fuel drains, but one on each wing and one under the fuselage.
Okay. And what kind of oil does this aircraft use?
This uses Vectron oil.
Okay. How are the cylinders cooled?
The cylinders are cooled. Let me think. The cylinders in this particular aircraft are ram cooled. So it's just pretty much the air that's blowing in into the engine compartment that actually cools cylinder heads.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the minimum instrument and equipment for VFR flights?
The minimum instrument equipment is going to be, you're going to need airspeed indicator, the altimeter, fuel quantity indicator, tachometer, oil pressure indicator, and a cylinder head temperature indicator.
Okay. As far as that goes, what kind of electrical system does this aircraft use? How many volts is it?
Let's see. I'm going to have to double check that and come back to that one.
Okay.
Or better yet, let me just see if I can look that up for you right now. Can you just tell me your question again, please?
How many volts is the electrical system?
Let's see. It has a 12-volt electrical system. Yeah, that's right. 12-volt electrical system. Battery located on the firewall in the engine compartment.
Okay. What is the maximum degree bank that this aircraft is approved for? The steep turns not exceeding how many degrees? So let me rephrase the question. This aircraft is approved for steep turns up to how many degrees?
Oh, I would say that this. I believe that's a 10, 20, 60-degree bank. That's the maximum bank of this aircraft.
That's correct. Okay, moving on. Can you tell me about the flight instructor characteristics and responsibilities?
Yeah, for the flight instructor's characteristics and responsibilities. Let's see. So let me see characteristics and responsibilities. Hold on a second. Just want to make sure that we have this here. Um, responsibilities. Let me think here for a second. Well, the flight instructor basically is responsible for training any new pilots. Um, he has to ensure that he's going to have a safe flight, knows all the information that he can possibly know about the particular flight, knowing in particular landing distances, takeoff distances, runway distances, and any obstructions that could lead along the way. They also are responsible for learning about any weather that could affect the flight along the way.
Okay, and can you also tell me about the human behavior and effective communication in the fundamentals of instructing?
You said the human behavior?
Yes, the human behavior and effective communication.
Well, there are human needs. The lower level needs, such as physical needs. Once a need is satisfied, it no longer provides motivation. So, an individual therefore strives to satisfy the needs of the next higher level. Physical, safety, social, egotistic, self-fulfillment is some of the human behavior.
Okay. Moving on to technical subject areas. Uh, Tell me about the logbook entries and certificate endorsements.
All right. Let's just see here real quick. So the instructor is responsible for logbook entries into a student pilot's logbook. They are responsible for giving uh, a pre-solo endorsement, a solo endorsement, let's see, and also giving them the endorsement to be able to take the exam,
Which exam are you referring to?
the FAA knowledge exam.
Okay, moving on. Can you tell me a little bit about aeromedical factors?
Oh, the aeromedical factors. Yeah, there's quite a few things that you want to be take into consideration when you're dealing with medical factors. Some of them will be hypoxia, also hyperventilation, and also spatial disorientation. Hyperventilation occurs when the heart rate goes too fast, and then someone becomes they can't breathe as good. Spatial disorientation is a phenomenon that happens when you can't tell whether you're upside down or not. It has to do with the liquid in your ears not being able to be calibrated enough to tell you, which way is up and which way is down.
Okay, moving on to pre-flight lesson on a maneuver to be performed in flight. Tell me about um, how to maneuver in a lesson.
All right, so a maneuver lesson. All right, let me see here. Hold on a second.